My wife is getting on my nerves. We're going to get it out the way right now, yo.
My husband is getting on my nerves.
Like, this is ridiculous. I shouldn't have let her take no nap.
He's been acting up all day.
No, she has been acting up. What was that you said in the bathroom? Being a good husband, folding clothes. Like, you just getting on my nerves.
Don't do that.
Yeah, put it out into the world.
I roll.
Side eye. Side eye. Welcome to the Nfluence podcast. We focus on growing our relationship with God, our relationship with self, and our relationship with people. It's your boy Tay. I got my wife, my rib, my queen, my BM.
My beautiful wife.
Yo, y'all can see she is on one today.
He didn't say beautiful. He always says beautiful. My lovely. What do you say?
My lovely wife, my rib, my queen, my BM. Yo, she is on one today, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I took a nap and I woke up a different person.
For real.
I was not.
She woke up on a different type of time and it wasn't holy. I don't know what got into her. I have no words on her right now. Anyway, yo.
Do y'all ever just feel like being a menace to society? And
No.
that's just what I feel like. I just feel like being bad.
Anyway, let's get into our topic, bae, while we still have the people's attention.
Do they think that I could be bad? Everyone says I look so nice and so innocent. Put it in the comments if you think that I have a bad side. Because my husband doesn't think I do.
Why are you lying to them? I know you do. Let's not lie to the people.
My husband thinks I'm a very sweet, sweet individual that would not harm an animal or a bug or anything.
Why are you lying to them?
I'm just the nicest person in the world. And he always tells me how nice I am every day.
Why are you lying to the people? I definitely didn't think that. I knew you was no angel. And that was all right with me. Because I was no angel myself.
I'm going to blame it on the fact that my hormones.
Your hormones? Well, if you haven't watched the last episode, the news is we are having a child and we did our gender reveal, which was last weekend.
It was last weekend.
We having a baby boy.
A baby boy. Yay.
You see my sticker? Where my sticker at? Right here? You already see it, man. Little boy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Got my joint. You feel me?
Thinks he's cool or whatever.
I know I am.
He thinks he's that guy or whatever.
I know I am. I don't seek the approval. If I want to walk around with this blue joint on my chain and with the little boy sticker, oh no, almost moved it, on my hat, that's what it is, man. Y'all see it. Fatherhood is influence. My wife wore the motherhood is influence t-shirt a couple pods ago. I think it was the last one.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh, go ahead, babe.
Oh, I don't know what I was going to say.
But yeah, we're having a little boy. We're excited. But we're also nervous. But we'll get into that later.
They say boys make you mean, and I think I'm a mean person in pregnancy.
So you're telling me I'll have double hell to deal with. This is what you're telling me.
Well, I think while I'm pregnant, hopefully it goes away.
Yeah, but baby, the gender reveal went great. Shout out to mom-in-law. Shout out to the fam, Solomon
Yes.
K. Much love to y'all.
For real.
They
y'all
put this
held
whole
it
thing
down.
together. Mr. Might be putting too much out. But y'all know who
My
y'all are.
stepdad and
Yeah,
everybody.
stepdad. Yeah.
It was very nice.
An amazing job.
It was very
We will be putting the
nicely
video up.
prepared.
We're going to have a little, well, basically how everything's been going since we got the news, all of the people's reactions, the gender reveal, all of that jazz. We're going to have it up on the Nfluence channel. So if you are not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the bell notification so you'll be notified of when we drop, when we release. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, we appreciate you. I'm sorry, I'm just now getting to it.
Late.
Real late. But better late than never.
Late. But they always deserve an applause for the people that
We
are
appreciate you. I
subscribed.
think we had 960 something subscribers. So we get into that 1K. So if y'all want to leave,
and I said before,
what was the Q&A on one? So when we reach 1K, it's the 1K Q&A.
1K
Y'all can leave.
Q&A.
Y'all can leave y'all questions and things y'all would like us to hit during that pod episode. Y'all can leave it in the comments now. Things like that. Y'all could hit us up on us on our socials. You know.
Why am I sitting like a boy?
You just comfortable right now, and that's fine.
Okay.
Why am I sitting like a boy?
I am like.
Just be comfortable. You want to put your leg up?
No.
Okay. But
what else? Oh, we got to see our baby boy on Tuesday.
Yes.
And he's so big. Like,
we got to
healthy
see
big,
him yawn too.
It was
the yawn for me.
And he was stretching, and
I had to give
so
God praise
cute.
mid-visit. I was just like, yo, this is crazy.
And every time I was looking over, Dante was just cheesing mad hard.
Yeah.
Like,
it was a beautiful experience, I must say.
He was really cute.
You were very nervous.
I was nervous.
You were.
I was nervous, but thankfully everything is okay.
Mm-hmm. Everything is A-okay.
I think parenthood is just a bundle of nerves the whole way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think so too. But we're just getting started.
Thank you.
But let's get into it, babe. Let's get into it. Because we 7 minutes in. 7
minutes in and talking about nothing.
7 minutes in and we still catching the people up. What is this, episode 30? This is episode 30, I think. But you got the rundown. What we on? What we doing?
We're gonna go through the list of parenting styles.
Oh, yeah. So with all of this going on, we are looking into parenting styles. Mm-hmm. We're trying to see which style we can see ourselves as. Do you have the list, babe?
Here.
All right. It's some general parents. What is this? Parents.com I had saw. So, it says researchers have identified 4 main types of parenting styles that take a unique approach to raising children. One style is authoritative, permissive, and uninvolved. Okay, so based off this picture, I'm going to try not to. What is it? Authoritarian. It says that person focuses on obedience, punishment over discipline. These are like these little quick joints. Authoritative, create positive relationship, enforce rules. Permissive is someone who doesn't enforce rules, and the kids will be kids. That's what they always say.
The gentle parenting.
And then the uninvolved one is they provide little guidance, nurturing, or attention. Well, we already know. Oh, word. We already know uninvolved isn't even in the question. See, looking at the questions that they're asking for the authority, it asks, do any of these statements sound like you? So for authoritarian, it says, when it comes to rules, you believe it's my way or the highway. You don't take your children's feelings into consideration. You believe kids should be seen and not heard. That's that old school. Heard a few stories of mom and parents trying to speak in grown folks' conversation.
I still don't believe in that. Like, I don't want them in our conversation if it has nothing to do with them. I do agree with that. Okay. Like, having those boundaries, but not the other stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm with that. I feel you.
I don't like nosy kids. Mm-hmm. Like, why are you standing here? It's a time and a place.
So for permissive, it says you set rules but rarely enforce them. You don't give out consequences very often. You think your child will learn best with little interference from you. And then it says you let your children do what they want, even if it's drinking soda at every meal.
That sounds terrible.
Listen,
None of these
I
sound
already
good.
got people in my head right now. I'm not even gonna lie.
Me too.
Permissive. So
that was permissive.
I think that one is gonna
out.
be out.
Permissive is not it.
So we got
That's
uninvolved and permissive is already out of the equation.
Yeah, drinking soda at every meal. No.
Soda every meal.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. Authoritative parenting. Okay, here we go. You put a lot of effort into creating and maintaining a positive relationship with your child. You explain the reasons behind your rules. You set limits, enforce rules, give consequences, but also consider your child's feelings. You use positive discipline strategies such as praise and rewards. We're getting somewhere.
That's not bad. Because I do think kids need that, like, praise and reward for doing good. That's important.
And then the neglect or uninvolved parent. You don't ask your child about school or homework. You rarely know where your child is or who they're with.
Dang.
You don't spend time with your child. You don't have many rules and expectations.
Goodness,
that's trash.
That's awful. That sounds like the gentle parenting. Well,
to be honest, that's not even a parent. I'm going to just keep it a whole being.
Yeah, I think gentle parenting is actually still parenting.
That's like you saying you a coach, but you don't coach. How does that make sense? You on the team with the title of coach. You ain't even teach me how to run the route.
Yeah.
How the heck are you a coach?
You don't even know where your child is. Like, that's a friend. That's what that is. That is a best friend.
I don't even know if it's a friend. That's just
my kid's friend.
That's just somebody I live with.
Exactly.
That's a roommate.
Exactly.
That's an older roommate.
Our son will definitely know I am not your friend, just like my mom knew or told me. We are not friends.
I miss that.
We are not equal.
See, like, I feel like the parenting that our parents gave us, like, there's been the differences in the parenting as the generations have went on.
Because now we're in the gentle parenting stage.
Yeah. And I feel like society is making things very, very, very soft. Like, I heard my father tell me stories of how when he was growing up, if you was out in the streets and you was wilding out and they knew your mom or your father, you getting 2 butt whoopings. They gonna check you, and then they gonna bring you home, and then your parents is gonna check you. But nowadays, we got the people that's like, oh, don't teach me how to raise my child. Don't discipline my child. Well, your son is out in these streets acting like a nut.
Exactly. Like,
so you either let me handle it, matter of fact, you handle it, or I handle it, or the police get him. What you want?
Or he's just like an awful person.
Exactly. And don't ask me to contribute to the free your son movement.
It's like people don't think that these kids have to grow up. Like, they think they're going to stay kids forever. No, these kids are going to grow up and they're going to have free choice and make their own decisions. And they're going to be a menace to society. And then you're going to be like, who raised you? And
exactly.
What happened?
You happened.
I just typed in like gentle parenting, and they have like, these are like, I like how someone else would say it and then how a gentle parent would say it. And one of them is, that's enough. You two go to your rooms. And then they said, try this instead. It's really hard for you two to play together right now. We're going to play separately for 20 minutes and then try again.
You lost me right at, it's hard for you two to be playing together right now. Already, we have used too many words.
It's way too lengthy.
Way too lengthy. Your children are not going to feel that. But then again, all of this stuff is, y'all know y'all kids. Y'all know what affects them and what doesn't. But we just looking at parenting styles and trying to see, like, what we think is going to work for us. And that is not gonna work.
And I do agree, like the older generation parenting, like it was a little OD, like it was borderline abusive. I'm not trying to be like that for sure, but it's like I feel like how do you get your mind to think in a gentle parenting like way? Yeah, like rewording your words. Like if you're frustrated, you're just gonna say, "Go to your room right now." Like you're not gonna say, "Let me think about how I can make go to your room into an essay." And break it down to them.
You tried to give them a whole introductory paragraph.
Yeah, like
like what? I mean, did you cite your sources with that one? Like what's going on?
Yeah, but no, I get it. Like I don't think I want to like.
But I think maybe their experiences from like them being beat or whatever like that. Maybe that's why they like, yo, I know how much it traumatized me. I can't do that to my child. But there is a thin line between child abuse and discipline. It's biblical, and I'm not gonna apologize for it.
It is. And then it says, get young kids to listen to you. Instead of saying, don't run, please walk. Don't jump, please go down slowly. Don't yell, please use a quiet voice. Don't hit, please be gentle.
You hear all of that, please? The child thinking in his head, this is a negotiation.
Yeah, like
you're giving me a consideration. You're giving me an option. No. My parents is telling me this exactly. This is a command. Stop running. Why are you running?
Exactly.
Run one more time and see what happens.
Like, why am I putting please in front of it?
I'm not putting no please. See, that's confused. The issue, and that's why it's getting crazy out here, because we trying to make children adults, and they not.
Or like that we're on the same level and like they have the same like understanding.
Exactly. Like no.
Like I would say that to you. Please, can you please go do this? Like I'm not like a child. They don't. I feel like when you say please, they're like you said, it's a negotiation. It's an open
It's
door.
something that they can consider. No, this is not up for consideration. I'm telling you what to do. Go do it.
That's what and all these are, they have please in front of them. Like all of them.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. And especially with us knowing who we was when we was kids and the stories our parents tell us.
I can't imagine.
There's no way that's gonna work.
I cannot imagine having this type of parenting.
Yeah.
Like, but I get it. Like, I think you had said I think I had said or I think we were talking about it, and it's like everything that they do or everything that he does that's bad, it doesn't require like a beating.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Like it doesn't. Like there is a time and a place for a whipping and stuff like that, and there's a time and a place for you to go sit in the corner and have self time.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't believe in like beating your child for everything.
For everything.
Do. That's crazy.
That's wild.
They're gonna fear you.
And then it's like levels
in a bad way.
You have your little pals. Then you got some joint, you got to get the belt.
Yeah.
And obviously everything varies based on age.
Yeah.
But I think, I can't remember the scripture, but in the Bible it was saying like, yo, if you beat your child, like basically it's some joint where it's like, I can't remember, so I'm going to just paraphrase it. It's something along the lines of, if you beat your child, you are saving them from the gates of hell. Something like that.
I think you told me that one.
And it's basically, I think spare the rod, spoil the child type of stuff as well.
Like if God is telling us to beat this kid, that sounds crazy.
It sounds crazy, but that's because people are thinking child abuse.
Yeah, and that's I don't think you should be beating them for a whole hour, 30 minutes. Like that's crazy. 5 minutes. I don't know how my mom knew when to stop. Did your parents ever tell you like when they knew like that's enough?
What, like as far as if they was hitting me?
Yeah, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or is it just hitting like a feeling?
Nah, it's just you kind of, they have a count probably in their head. They know how many
that's what it was.
It's not a time. It's a count.
That's what it was. Like that's what it was. So I think if you beating your kid like all day or like making them like do crazy stuff, that's child abuse. But I think like having a reasonable
leaving marks on their body, they bleeding,
hitting them way too hard, like that's crazy.
You kind of, and I think that's the importance of when you get out in front of it early, because I'm gonna just be honest. Please, that thing, what was it? Please walk. Please walk is not putting the fear of God in no child. I'm gonna just keep it a bean. How do you even say that aggressively? Please walk. What? I'm not scared. What? Yo, man.
Please walk is
Please
crazy.
walk is
Please
trash.
slow down. Like,
will you please stop?
That child is gonna keep running.
will you please stop? It's not gonna work.
And then I think when we took like our goddaughter to like the park and stuff, like sometimes you could see it in the park, like how they talk to their child.
Yo, go to the park, y'all. You could see the different parents, and you could see the households that are ran by the children.
Like they literally let their child make a decision for them, or make a decision for like everybody. Like no, it's the parent's decision and the child has to get on with it.
But it's funny too, because we were talking about last night, what do we do if we take our child to the park and then he's not, like, he doesn't want to leave? Because we've seen that a lot of times where at the park, you know, there's this what is it, like that little tunnel thingy, this little tube thing, and the parent was trying to tell the child, yo, it's time to go, and then like, no, I don't want to go, and then it's like, you're in a disadvantage, you're not catching that child. but then it's like, okay, fine, you got 5 more minutes,
right?
I wish I would have made my mom tell me I got
5 minutes. The 5 minutes come up. No, I don't want to leave. Okay, Timmy, let's calm down. We need to think about this. Do you want to get in timeout? Like, no. Yeah. Like, put some bass in your voice.
Yeah, like I don't think that's gonna work.
Yeah. And I saw like a bunch of videos like about like when a mom disciplines a child, and then like when the dad disciplines a child, it's like a completely different, like they listen to the dad, but I still think they should listen to the mom too. Like you gotta, so I don't want to be the mom where they don't listen to me, but they listen to him. Like you listen to both of us.
So I think the 2 styles that we seem to be agreeing with is authoritative. That was the one where it's like you have rules, you enforce them, but you consider your child's feeling at the same time. You are seeking the relationship aspect of it, so it's not authoritarian where it's strictly focused on setting rules, my way or the highway type of thing. No. Like no. So I think
'cause I think if they're having a bad day and they're tired, like that. Okay, you're tired. You need to go to sleep. It's time to go to bed. And like, if they did do something bad, like I want to talk with them about it. Like, you know, how are you feeling? Like, why did you do that? After it's settled and stuff. Like after, I'm not gonna like they throw a tantrum and they going crazy, and then I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, calm down. No, I'm putting some bass in my voice, and they getting in trouble.
Exactly.
And then after things are settled, then it's like we have a conversation about it, and we say, or we talk about why did they feel the need to like go crazy and stuff like that, and try to like figure out your emotions, especially with us having a boy. Like I really want him to like be able to understand his emotions, because I know in this society, like men don't have, I guess they feel like they don't have a voice, and like they suppress their feelings and stuff like that. I don't want him to be overly emotional, but I do want him to be in tune with his feelings and know what he wants, be decisive. That's when we was watching that show, like indecisiveness. No, we need to make decisions.
We was watching Ultimatum, the South
Africa.
Yeah,
y'all haven't watched.
That
it's
is crazy.
It's so much drama.
That joint is crazy.
Yeah, I want him to be a decisive person. I don't know, like if that's a parenting style. Like if you can influence someone to be indecisive or decisive, with him, or is that just a personality thing?
I think it might be a. I don't know if it's a parenting style, but I think it's something that.
How do you get your child to make a decision?
To make them decision makers by allowing them the space to make a decision. Yeah. I think it's something, because what happened with that person was that the father questioned his decision
every time.
So now every time he makes a decision, the father doesn't let him see it through. The father challenges his decision and says, "But maybe you should do this." Now, instead of him saying, all right, you know, I looked at my joints, I think I'm going to do this. Really? Look at it again.
Yeah.
Now he's questioning his own ability to make decisions. So he doesn't trust himself.
Yeah.
So I think definitely for our son, ain't no man up. Yeah. Stop crying. Unless I know you're crying just because you being overly emotional.
Yeah.
You being very just dramatic for no reason.
Yeah, because there's a time to cry and there's a time to not cry.
Ecclesiastes right there. There's a time for everything, and you crying because you just doing the most right now.
Yeah, and you want attention.
It reminds like when we had your goddaughter.
Our goddaughter.
Our goddaughter.
Thank you. Okay, continue.
She was just crying. For no reason.
Just because she wanted to get her way. Like, no.
That is the bull job I'm not tolerating.
But if someone has hurt your feelings and you're really feeling sad, like, that's the time where you
now I need them. And then because as boys, we're always hearing, man up, stop crying. So now you think it's not okay to cry. Yeah. But I want, and I learned it from Jason Wilson with his book. I forgot what book it's called, but a lot of the videos I see of him is him teaching young boys how to deal with emotion.
It's a really big
how to be emotionally intelligent, but I don't want him to move based on his emotions. Yeah. If something is happening and you feel sad about it, I want you to acknowledge it. I want you to know it's okay that this made you feel a specific type of way. Yeah. But I don't want him to make the mistakes I made by sitting in that.
And letting
and meditating on it, dwelling in that. Nah, listen, you hurting right now. I feel you. Yeah, I'm gonna give you some time.
But after that,
but I don't want you sitting in that. Yeah, because sitting in it is not gonna do anything. You will not produce any good fruit by sitting in negative energy. Yeah, yeah. But definitely being able to process emotions and make decisions.
A long period of time. No.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I feel like emotions for a boy are really important. Like,
sometimes you gotta. It's all right to cry, but it's all right to have emotions. But sometimes you need to know how to, not act from your emotions.
Yeah, still think logical.
Yeah, you need to be able to say, yeah, I'm angry right now, but let me put this aside because my anger is gonna make me make a bad decision.
Yeah, that's important.
You need to have ways to get that energy off. So if he's mad or something, let's go downstairs, throw some jabs or something, punch the pillow or something like that. If you want to do things like that to get that energy off, but you can't let it kind of just like
make you make a bad decision.
Yeah, now you thinking about the next day I go to school. It's on site. Yeah. Now you on wartime, but that's not really a wise decision. You moving out of your emotions.
That's true. Depending on the situation.
Depending on the situation. But you thinking about, I'm gonna get my lick back. I'm gonna catch this dude tomorrow. I'm not even gonna tell my parents. I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm gonna just fight him. Next day I see him at school tomorrow. I'm gonna punch him. But you're not thinking about, okay, most times the teachers don't see the initiator. They see the person responding. Now you getting kicked out of school.
Well,
like you don't think about certain things.
I don't even want to think about that, like school and bullying and because I even seen like I think it was like a recent story, like a boy like took his own life because he was getting bullied so bad at school, like that, and the parents knew. They tried to like contact the school. Stuff like that, but like it's just like really sad. He was really young, and it's like like I said, depends on the situation. Like, because it's like I will not let anybody. Well, prayerfully, I don't want to let anybody get our son to that level of him thinking like his life is not worth it. Like, that's so sad. Like that. These group of kids had that impact and they're not going to get punished. Like that's crazy to me. And they're going to continue on possibly bullying other kids. So it's like, I don't know how to handle that. Like I pray that I'm not in that situation. That it's like a simple disagreement at school. That's what it is. I pray like, cause especially with your dad and my mom.
It's hard, but like I said, like it's just a time and a place. Sometimes you,
I don't know.
There's a time even the Bible says that it's a time for war.
Yeah, that's true.
Like there's times for everything, and sometimes we can be emotional and There's a lot of people in the cell because they went and got revenge.
That's true. And then they got in trouble, and the other person got off.
And the other person out here free.
That's true.
So it's like I get the whole idea of that too, where it's like I could see why you would be like, nah, I'm gonna just fight this dude. Sometimes you feel like the only way to win is to fight back. But that's really more so for pride and ego. Yeah. Not for righteousness.
Yeah, y'all put in the comments, like, especially like even like toddler years, like how do you handle like, because remember we were at the park and someone like was like trying to push the kids down the slide. Like how do you, like in a Christ-like way, like how do you handle those situations?
Confrontation and
yes, in a good way, but I don't want to take his confidence away and make him feel like he can't defend himself.
Yes. Oh, I'm always for self-defense.
That's true.
Mama told me somebody put their hands on you.
Yeah.
My parents said, ain't nothing gonna happen to you here in this home. You do what you gotta do.
That's true.
My parents, but like, they never told me go out looking for it.
Oh, okay.
But if in the moment and somebody's putting their hands on you, they pushing you and you could feel them trying to back you into a corner, you swing. Yeah. And we'll deal with it later. You do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I feel that.
But don't don't be out here just talking and treating people any type of way, and then because you inviting things in that you not really thinking about.
Yeah, and you're starting stuff that doesn't need to be started necessarily.
Let me because I think I found. Oh, all right. So these were the scriptures for disciplining with children. So Proverbs 23, 13 and 14, it says, "Do not withhold correction from a child, for if you beat him with a rod, he will not die. You shall beat him with a rod and deliver his soul from hell."
Deliver his soul from hell.
Soul from hell. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
so if you don't beat your child, that means their soul.
He who spares his rod, this is Proverbs 13:24. He who spares his rod hates his son, but he who loves him disciplines him promptly. Then the other one, Proverbs 22, "Foolishness is bound up in the heart of a child. The rod of correction will drive it far from him." So the Bible is pro because because God understands how we are. Yeah. The Bible, it says that God chastises those whom he loves. So he does it to us, obviously not in a physical way.
But it will be at the end. It will be. We got one or two places we going. Yeah. And that's a judgment. That is a discipline. Mm-hmm. If you live a bad life, you're gonna go to hell. And so that is like a form of like discipline for that's something that come in the end. But even while we here, there are consequences for your actions. There are. God will forgive, but I don't think he takes away consequence. Like you do something. If you kill someone,
exactly.
You're
ask
gonna
God
go to jail.
for forgiveness and you repent. Exactly, but you're gonna be right in the cell.
Doing your time.
Exactly.
Yeah, he'll be there with you, but he's not gonna like take you out of it and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I think it's a difference in child abuse and disciplining. It is. Because like I said,
and society thinks discipline is child abuse.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's
not. That's why things is going as bad as they are. I'm hearing more and more stories of kids in these streets with guns pulling up on people, just pulling out. And it's like, yo, what is going on? But that's because they have no fear. Mm-hmm. When there's no fear at home, if I'm not afraid of my own parents, why would I be afraid of anybody else in the world? My parents got the most access and the most control of me. They can't do nothing with me. Exactly. So why I'm going to be scared of the teacher telling me something? Why I'm going to listen to my coach telling me something? Why I'm going to listen to the police officer telling me something? Oop, I just went against the police officer. Now I'm in the cell.
And now you're not going to listen to nobody in jail.
You're not going to, like but no. But now you will.
But now you have to.
Yeah. Oh, time to go to bed. Lights out.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, unless time to eat. Go.
Unless you but you will listen eventually.
You're gonna be told what to do. Ain't no freedom in jail. That's true. You're gonna be doing in prison. You're gonna be doing what they tell you to do. You're gonna go outside when they tell you. You're gonna eat when they tell you. You're gonna shower when they tell you. Like you gave up all your freedom, but it's because you had no fear.
Yeah, and it's so interesting. Like a lot of reasons why people choose the wrong path is because of their childhood and no discipline and stuff like that. Discipline. Like childhood is such a pivotal and like important part of someone's life that like if you are not like an active parent and stuff like that, like your child could like be like that could alter their whole life. Yeah. Like that is wild. Like so many people, when you really track back to like why are they like this, goes back to their childhood.
It goes right back to the childhood.
It goes right back to their childhood.
And then I think as far as like with the parenting styles, like I remember when me and you used to talk about it, and you used to be like questioning like what you're gonna
if I'm gonna be like a discipline.
Yeah, and I was like, you don't need to be like you could just.
I will be.
You probably will, because there's gonna come a time when you're gonna have to, because I'm gonna be at work.
I can feel it,
or
and
something
I know
is gonna
how
be
my
happening.
mom raised us.
Yeah,
I know, like, and I don't want to be scared to go to the store or like I understand, like, perfectly he will come out a nice angel, but I don't want I want him to listen to me. I want him to respect us and stuff like that. Like, I don't want to be scared to go out in public because I feel like he's gonna wild out and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I understand things happen. They have their tantrums, but like, I don't want to be scared. I don't want to be scared of him. He need to be scared of me.
Mm-hmm. You at a restaurant, you got anxiety because you don't know what's about to pop off.
And I'm already probably going to have that.
You praying to God the tablet don't die. Because, you know, as soon as it die, they going crazy.
That's what I'm saying. I just want to be able to give him that look. And
they already know what time it is.
Yeah, like, I just feel like you'll have so much more freedom in life, and like having them on a schedule. Like, this is what it is. This is what we doing. What we not doing. Like, I think, but give him room to still be a kid and stuff like that. But still, like, having control of my life at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because he's not. I don't want him. My mom always told me, they enter your world, you don't enter their world. And I understand, like, the baby phase, we probably will be in his world, but like, when he gets like older, like, I want him to be in our world, not like us being controlled by him.
Yeah. Because we ain't your friends.
That's what I'm saying. And
my parents used to tell me that straight up off the rip. I'm not one of your little friends. That's what they'll tell you. I'm not one of your little friends out here.
And they had no problem telling me.
Exactly.
They
but
would tell you every time.
Nowadays, the parents want to be clubbing with the kids.
You're
what the freak is going on?
My best, like, no.
I'm like, yo,
I'm not your best friend. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. Because, like, I understand it's playful in the moment. Oh, you my best friend, right? But it's like, no, I think it's actually bad for them to hear that.
I wouldn't. I feel like there should always be a respect and a honoring thing between a parent and a child. A child should never feel equal to a parent, because y'all not. Y'all don't get to become equals until you are in the same place as them, until you have your own family, until you are a parent and you are a husband and things like that. Now y'all can, but even then,
it's still a level.
It's still levels to this. They still your parents, so they still above you. Yeah. But now you can sit at the table. Yeah. Until then, you don't get to sit at the table.
Yeah, because
even when you in college and stuff, guess what? You still in their house, abiding by their rules. Exactly. You don't get to sit at their table. Exactly. You still have to sit and humble yourself.
But they give you certain freedom. They loosen it a little bit. Yeah. They don't.
And those things are given. Yeah. Like I always told you, like, it's kind of like you loosen the leash or the whatever it is. Like,
as they get older.
Yeah, like the more you trust, the more you give them more leeway. But that child that you know is always wilding, nah, you got to stay close to me.
And I want to be like, I don't like when parents are not on. Like, well, I don't know. Like, how do you feel about honesty with your child? Like, being honest with them. Like,
this is part of the stay in a child's place. A child don't need to know everything.
No. Like, everyone's a winner. Like, that whole philosophy. Like,
oh, no.
My mom is a school teacher at elementary, and
absolutely
like a lot of parents feel like every child should be a winner.
No.
Every child gets a trophy.
No.
Every child
no, absolutely
every
not.
child deserves everything. Like, I don't want to be like, I don't want to crush his feelings or whatever, but like, not everyone.
You won't have to, because I'm gonna beat you to it. I'm gonna keep it a whole stack. Hey, big dog, yo, hey man,
just not it. That's okay. Sometimes you just can't be good at everything.
Because see, people are only like that when the child isn't as good. Let's put it in job terms.
That's fact.
You work 40 hours and overtime. You work the best.
Mm-hmm.
You get paid the same amount. You get the same treatment. You get the same benefits as somebody who don't even put in half as much work as you. You think that's fair?
No.
That's pretty much the same thing as the participation award. Everybody's a winner.
Yeah.
Yo, big dog, we went 0-10. We lost every game. Why do I want this trophy in this league?
I mean,
to participate?
I do think you should celebrate people. Like
you can celebrate,
I don't want you to feel like you a winner. Like
that's what I'm saying. Those are different things.
Yeah.
There is. That's what separates everything.
Yeah.
There are winners. There are people who are better.
And
they should be honored. Yeah.
And it'll make you want to work harder.
Exactly.
Like, okay, well, I didn't win this, so I want to win this. But if you already think you're a winner, you're going to stay at that same level.
Exactly. You already see how it is now. Like, even when you at your job and you looking at your other employees, you see somebody who's slaving. And then you see other people chilling. We make the same amount of money.
Exactly.
Why would I want to go ahead and go hard? For what? Me and this person make the same amount of money. Why?
Exactly.
But when you see, there's something on the other side. There's something when I actually bust my tail and I do this, I can unlock a different level, which has different benefits, different treatment, different access to other things. Now I'm going to step it up because I want those things.
Yeah.
But when you getting a participation trophy, for what? You was on the sideline all year. And this costed money to put you in this league. I put you in this league for you to have the same watching amount. You watching the game like me. And I had to pay a couple $100 for you to get in the league, plus equipment.
Okay, babe.
Because people who don't actually, because people they try this crap because they want their kids to feel special. Yeah. But at the end of the day,
they're not.
The reality is it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, it doesn't, and it's not a realistic thing to like sell your child. Like, I just feel like it sets them up for a lot of failure.
And if that's the case, everybody graduates school. Let's take the testing out. Everyone graduates. You all went to school. You all was sitting in the class at the same time. Y'all all put the same amount of work in, right? Everyone graduate. Yeah. But it don't work like that.
Like the stories my mom be telling me at her school and how these parents are like covering, like, what is it? Umbrella parenting their child or whatever. It's crazy. I'm like, this, and
What's
then they're
that?
gonna like, where is it? Umbrella airplane parents, like where you're just like everywhere, and you just like want to cover your child. Like, you want to be their cushion. You don't want them to like, you don't want them to
fall. You don't want them to fail.
And you think your child is above everyone. You think your child deserves all this, all that. And then when they get to middle school,
they got a rude awakening. And then when they get in the real world and they realize don't nobody care about you, you on your own, nobody's going to be looking out for you. You're going to have to grind and get it out the mud. You're going to have to fail. Then not only that, the more you postpone them learning how to persevere, them learning how to respond to failure, the worse it will become. Yeah. Because when you get in the real world and you out on your own and you don't know how to deal with failure, you're done.
Yeah. And your parents are always right there, like, trying to save you and all that. Like, that's just...
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, parenting is about... The Bible says, raise your child up in a way that they should walk so that when they are older, they won't depart. Yeah. Even when... Like, it's a fact. The guarantee to life is death. You need to prepare your child for how to live, how to be fruitful when you are gone.
That's true.
And some parents lose sight of that. It's not your job to be a friend. It's your job to instruct, to guide, to discipline, to be consistent, to provide, to teach. Yeah. I'm not here to be your friend. Nope. Me being your friend has no bearing on my life.
That's why you going right to school to make friends.
Exactly.
That are your age.
Because guess what? They get 18. They think it's corny that you their best friend.
Exactly.
They want to get away from you.
Exactly.
So that little friendship is only going to last but so long. Because once they see their friends going out to parties and all of this and doing this, that, and the third, they going to...
And it just blurs the lines. Yeah. Like, how are you going to be a friend but you discipline me? Like, what are the lines? There are no clear-cut lines in this relationship because they think you're their friend. You say, no, you're not going out tonight. Why not? You my friend. You my friend.
Exactly. Why not? Ooh, that's where you messed up right there. Now your kid think he deserve or she deserve an explanation.
Yeah.
I come from the era of because I said so.
Exactly.
But nowadays, parents want to explain it.
Exactly.
Now, granted, there are times where you're going to want to tell your kid, yo, this is why. Because my pops off the rip, there ain't no explanation. It would be because I said so. Then he'll let it die. Then he'll bust back around. Yeah. You know why I did what I did?
Yeah.
So that's why I think the authoritative parenting style is going to be good for us.
Yeah.
And then as far as even disciplining, like I said, like you wouldn't even have to do that, because at least from what I've experienced, I knew my mom. When you remember the job I told you about Elijah?
Mm-hmm. When she whipping.
That joint was crazy. But it showed me that even she knew
the limit.
There are some things that nah.
And the fact that he took her so serious in that moment.
And he knew, because he was crying, even he knew them hits wasn't hurting.
Yeah.
But he was crying because he understood that, dang, I did this to my moms.
And he respected her.
And he respected mom for that.
Yeah.
And we understood, because she told us right when she was doing it, she was like, yo, it's either I do it or these police come out here and they kill him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And she was right.
And I don't what would have happened if like she never did that?
Exactly. Chances are if that whole experience didn't go down, chances are he would have still hung out with them same cats. And they would have left him to dry.
And another
again, you know.
Exactly. So. It could have been worse.
Could have been
a lot worse. The first offense, all right, cool. Second offense, okay. You know, third offense.
Sometimes you got to get them off the rip. I'm not even gonna let it get to 2.
Well, I'm saying like police, like.
Oh yeah. Sometimes, yeah. Like, and that was because dad was a cop.
Yeah.
So he was able to handle the situation a little bit better.
It depends on who the cop is and stuff like that. But another thing that I see a lot is like moms, like when they have moms and like sons and stuff, like they make them into like their boyfriends or like their husbands. Oh Lord. Like they're supposed to fix their broken heart. And I'm not with that.
They make the son the father of the home. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I might need to take my sock off.
What happened?
It's getting toasty in here.
It is getting hot.
It's getting toasty. We might have to do a part 2.
Yeah, we might have to. Because we're going great. Because we haven't even got to our... I feel like
we didn't even get into the fears of parenting.
Yeah.
But that's all right. I think this was a good enough pod.
Yeah, it was cool. I didn't think I had as much to say.
Yeah, because she was over here talking about, I don't really feel like podding. I'm tired.
I was tired. Now look at me, all perky and stuff. Mm-hmm. That's not crazy.
All perky.
But yeah. Anyways, guys, we don't want to hold y'all up.
That's all we got. Get in the comments.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Tripping or y'all on the same type of time.
Give us some game.
We're going to do a part 2.
Okay.
Because we didn't talk about our fears.
And we might need to come back to that, to what you was talking about. Single parents making their children the replacement
of their husband and stuff, or boyfriend, or fixing their broken heart,
poisoning the kids. Your daddy left you. No, he left you, mom. Lord. Don't even give me stuff.
I should.
Hey, y'all nothing. Stay up, man. Y'all hit the like, the subscribe, comment, put your people on. This for you and yours as always. We appreciate everyone who's listening on Apple and Spotify podcasts and on YouTube. We appreciate y'all helping us grow this thing. Y'all stay up. Peace and love. And may the Lord be with you.
Bye, guys.
As always.
You was about to go crazy.
I was.